Hey guys, so if you thought I forgot about my English speaking folks, guess again. Sorry I haven't been around in a while. Just been busy with work, you know how that goes. Work kind of gets in the way of things at times. You know, I have my own work. I don't just do YouTube like full time. It's really hard to compete with a lot of the other YouTubers out there who do this full time. And I do everything alone. I don't have a team, so I gotta like edit the videos. I gotta like do the music, you know, the guitar and all that, and do the subtitles and all that alone. And it's quite a bit of work if you don't have help. So I think I just have this problem where, because I like art and stuff, that I tend to think about everything, the angles, the ideas, like how to shoot stuff, and yeah, it just takes a long time to get a video out there. So I made the channel so that I can share my experiences with like traveling and learning languages and all that stuff. So talking about that, a lot of people ask me when I'm traveling, I'm in Brazil, they're like, are you Brazilian? And, you know, we're always talking in Portuguese, and they're so impressed with my ability to speak the language. So I wanted to kind of like talk about my experiences learning Portuguese, you know, and my take on language speaking, so that if you wanted to learn a second language, maybe some of my ideas of how to approach language learning might help you out. So you might be wondering why did I start learning Portuguese? It all started when I was about 10 years old. I moved to Panama, Central America. Just kind of sensing that I was how much I was missing out because I didn't speak the native language there, and I thought it would be really cool, you know, to like learn a language, learn the cultures and stuff like that. And I just kind of could tell how someone could be like really lost in a different country where you can't like communicate with anybody. And also I realized that I could tell that, you know, you get this kind of connection when you speak someone's own language as opposed to, you know, trying to speak a different language. And I thought it would always be cool to be bilingual and speak with people in a different language, you know. So how I started was I first started on Rosetta Stone, and I thought it was good because Rosetta Stone covers like all the different areas of language learning that you need to become fluent. But after a while, I just didn't feel like I was getting fluent fast enough. I was learning a lot of vocabulary, but just like conversational speaking, it wasn't very good. So I searched Google, and I was trying to find out a way to learn Portuguese a lot quicker. And I found this course from this guy named Kevin Porter, who does like, it's called the PAB-8 system, and he advertised fast fluency in 6 months. So I was like, okay, I'll check that out. I did that for a while, and that course did really well because it took what I already knew in Rosetta Stone, and then it kind of like put it all together. He kind of like pointed out all the main like verbs you should learn, a little bit about the culture and all about that. So I thought that was cool. And then also he teaches Brazilians English, and then he kind of, his big thing was that at least once a week you go to like a meetup and you speak with native Brazilians, you know, and talk to native like speakers of Portuguese. And then I was also looking at other courses. There's this other one called Semantic of Portuguese or something like that. And the guy who runs that, his name is James Hall. And what's cool about this is that all of it is filmed in Rio de Janeiro, and it's just like colloquial speech. And that's really, when it comes to language learning, I'm more interested in colloquial speech and connecting with people and talking to people and traveling and stuff. I don't really need that perfect grammar. I don't need to do a lecture at school. I'm not a lawyer, stuff like that. So after kind of experimenting with that course, I just kind of just dropped the formal studying and just started speaking to Brazilians. And just kind of just took off from there, you know, because I was doing everything. I was also like reading stuff on the internet, you know, like blogs and websites and news and stuff on the internet in Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese, and also following social media like YouTube and Facebook pages and like Instagram and all that stuff. So there's this channel that I really like called Português Fundos, and there's an actor called Fabio Porchat who is he's really funny, but he spoke really fast. So like if you've already studied a foreign language before, you kind of know that when you talk or listen to native speakers, that it's just like they talk really fast, and it's just how it is. Like you think you talk normally, but if English as a second language person was listening to you speak, they would think that you were talking really fast too. So, but then over time, when I was learning more Portuguese, it got easier to understand. I wouldn't say that I don't I understand 100% of what's said, but I mean, that's like a good 70, 80, 90% Portuguese that I hear, I can pretty much understand. I can, and more than likely, like at least get like the context and like chime in and stuff like that. So.